There is something about the nature of faith that is illustrated by the rain in 1 Kings chapter 18. And so we see it when Elijah says to Ahab, there is the sound of the heavy rain. There's the sound of the heavy rain. That often when it comes to the realm of faith, we hear things that we cannot see yet. There are a few stages that you're going to have to go through if you are going to come out of the drought. Now, when I say the drought, I mean the dry season that you have been experiencing inside of yourself. So I want to speak to you today about coming out of the drought, but I want to do it a little differently. What I want to do is I want to talk about the enemies that will keep you in a dry place. I believe our faith must survive the invisibility stage. It's kind of tough because you know what you heard and you know what you sense sometimes, but what you see is a direct contradiction of what you sense. This is the second stage that your faith must survive. It's insignificance. Celebrate the small start. I want you to look at everything that seems stupid that you're doing right now, and I want you to say, this is significant. The devil won't like it when you say that, because the way he gets you to leave your assignment is to convince you that it doesn't matter what you're working on. It's so small. Because if the enemy can't kill you in the invisibility stage or the insignificant stage, the only thing left for him to do to keep you from receiving what God is pouring out in your life is intimidation. Don't you know the devil found out a long time ago that he can't curse what God has blessed? But since he couldn't kill you, he tries to contain you. So he intimidates you. Some of us are better at surviving in famine than we are at living in blessing. So the message God gave me for somebody today, you know who you are, is that you are running from the rain. You are running from the blessing of God. You are running from something that is already defeated. You are running from shame that the cross of Jesus Christ has already taken away. You are running from situations that God has already worked out. Head back in the right direction and run toward the rain. It's raining now. The drought is over. Come out of the drought. It's raining now. Why would you run from the rain? Why would you run from the blessing of God? See, when you run from the resistance, you run from the rain. When you run from the problem, you run from the promise. When you run from the problem, you run from the harvest.